As SSD teachers, we know that our classes and our students are unique. It can be difficult to find comparisons at all levels. Most of us already have to meet with data teams, so we wanted to share a comparative data tool that might be useful to you. This data team form follows the PDSA process. The idea is that you would come to data team with your individual class or your student-specific data, similar to how you already do, and this form. This form would guide you through some critical questions or prompts and help you study with your team what's going on with your students in a PDSA process format. Through this form, we can highlight what's working for some students, some classes, and what's not working. For example, I could use this form to guide my data team discussion and compare data findings around a reading group, let's say. First, I would describe my group of students, how many students I have in the group, in the measure, noting their responses as it relates to the trend line and goal line in our graph for this cycle. Are we at or above our trend line? Am I having mixed responses? Or insufficient, which means I'm below that trend and goal line. Next, I would ask myself if I'm following my plan with fidelity, and if I've collected my weekly data. Then I move on to my do. I would list my research-based intervention and my high-yield instructional strategies under my do. For this example, we can say I'm using SIPs as my research-based intervention and classifying as my high-yield instructional strategy. Next, I move on to my study, which is where myself and my team would analyze the data for each student in each response, so positive, mixed, or insufficient. We would begin to compare. The hope is that another participant in my data team would have a similar reading group. Maybe they're on the same level, or maybe they're using the same research-based intervention, SIPs, like I am. They could share their data and their research-based intervention, and we can begin to compare. What is the data telling us? Is this program working for this group, or is this program working for this specific student? Is this strategy working? Should we change it? Why or why not? Then we record any adjustments we decide to make moving forward, and we add a new intervention line to our graph. This is how this form can be used to compare data during a data team.